So this is someone that used to play the field. It is given like a player energy. Um, yeah, that's what it's giving. And they are really not feeling the same anymore. Their feelings have changed from how they used to feel when it comes to being out and about and dealing with people. It just doesn't feel the same anymore, you know? It doesn't have the same excitement. It doesn't give them the same excitement that it used to, because now they have a tendency to compare everyone that they meet to you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. So this person keeps comparing. They can't help it. It's just happening because you have been so influential in their life on various levels. So now there's this energy where they just are repulsed by people. And they could try. It feels like they do try to still talk to people and still, mix and mingle a little bit. But it's not like it used to be. They've toned down a lot. However, it feels like they're still active. It's just that they're not finding interest like they used to. They could be physically attracted, but that's like boring now because there's nothing else left after that. It's empty. So if they decide to be with this person, in between the sheets activity, it's empty. So they get up feeling empty. They lay down feeling empty. It's just, there's nothing there. Okay. It's just like a blank stare is the feeling that I'm getting. No connection, no value. Is just, did it and quit it. Okay? And that's it. That aspect of their life has become very draining, actually. They feel like they're victim of vampiric energy now. And they used to be the vampire. They were the vampire. It feels like they're like detoxing or attempting to detox. There's something here about detoxing. They're detoxing from something. They've been laying low or away from the crowd because they're tired of the crowd. They're tired of the same thing. What used to be fun, what used to be exciting has become lame, boring. I heard unethical. Maybe they've done some things that weren't right and they didn't care before. It felt fine. There's something about an enhanced consciousness here. It feels like they went through an awakening and they recognizing some truths that they didn't recognize before. So now it's like the whole world is a whole new world. The whole world is a whole new world to them. And that's what happens when you come to your senses and you recognize the truth as opposed to the lies, because initially we enter a world that we must realize and recognize was the truth from what is not true, what is favorable and unfavorable. And until you go down the path within your journey to where you recognize what's good for you and what's not, you just assimilate to the ways of your environment. And so this person has broke the assimilation. Finally, something happened to where they learned something, and now that they understand, they have a deeper understanding and a deeper knowing. They can't go back to what they were doing before because it no longer serves them. They've elevated beyond that consciousness, that mindset. So they've spiritually graduated. And now the only one that makes sense for them to actually connect with is you. It feels like there was some type of mishap between the two of you, and they tried to move on. They did. They really did. They were going on dates. They were talking to people. They even had a little fun because they tried it. They tried to go back to what they know is no longer for them, but they tried it because it was comfortable, used to be. Now that it's no more comfortable. Now that it's no longer comfortable, it's uncomfortable. And they're trying to adjust to this new consciousness, because that's an adjustment. It reminds me of like when you travel to another part of the world and the time zone is different, and when you're usually in Pacific and you end up at Eastern, or it's a little off, or you usually in Eastern and you end up in the mountain time, you're gonna feel a little funny because the time ain't right. You're gonna feel like it's like going through a portal. And so right now, that's what they feel like they've been shot through a portal and they're trying to adjust because they're in a different dimension. Okay, I heard, and it's all because of you. Never get enough. You're the sweetest drug. So they took a dose of you and they done healed. But it's like they trying to learn how to walk again. They're trying to learn how to walk again and talk again. Because now they have to talk on the new frequency that they're on. They're not on the same frequency. So the speech is different. I heard they teaching different. They seeing different. Everything's different. It's a whole new world. Absolutely. Okay, so this is what has happened. Now they're not interested in anybody that they used to just go ahead and run through people, is what it feels like. But now they can't even like do it like that no more. It don't feel right. And right now in these times, that's a lifesaver to even, switch that thought process when it comes to that, because it's a little scary out there in them streets. Okay, so that is it for this message. Everything you do it with love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can just visit www.milkhoneyRose.org. And also you can join the membership here on YouTube just to support me. And for those who do decide to join, I thank you in advance, and I'll see you in the next one.